Welcome to another edition of Hi Exclusive right here on Hi TV, your luxury channel. Today we're talking about 30 years and 30 years of great, excellent work. And this is all to do with Prime Group. Now, they have given us solutions when it comes to living spaces that have been absolutely remarkable. People have fallen in love with it so much that they can't wait for the next one to come out. Every project has been innovative, interesting, and absolutely new that has been introduced to the Sri Lankan market. The world is looking at us as we progress, and Prime Group has been really pioneering this process. Now with me I have the man who has been the visionary in making all of this possible, and he has led the team for the past 30 years in creating spaces that have been absolutely unique. With me, I'm happy to have Mr. Premalal, who has really pioneered this process. I want to speak to you. These 30 years have been absolutely a treat for you, and also to the fact that we have given living spaces to people in and out of Colombo that has been remarkable. Tell me about the journey, these 30 years, if you have to put it in one word.
Absolutely fantastic. Last 30 years, we have been not changing the history. We have been, I would say, as a real estate company, we have been changing the geography. We see we are changing the landscape, skyscape in Colombo and the suburb, and even the entire Sri Lanka, and even the seascape with our new products like Jado, then Usatakeya 1, Usatakeya 2, Tangol, and all over the country with land developments. So it's absolutely amazing journey with a lot of challenges, but it was a very good journey.
Now, when you think of 30 years, now 30 years might have been one of the most challenging timeline for you, because Sri Lanka has faced some very monumental challenges, including the war, the tsunami, you know, the list just goes on.
Yeah.
Amidst all of this, when you had to think of investment and convincing people to take up investment, how was it at that time?
As an investment vehicle, real estate has been always with our people. So even our mothers, our parents, everybody, even at the village level, when it comes to investment, they know it's real investment is real estate, maybe a land. Now, of course, it has come to apartments and houses. And real estate needs one main ingredient, that is the trust. Over the last 30 years, we have built that trust and we have kept that trust. So that is the cornerstone of a real estate company and cornerstone of the Prime Group. With that, building, so when we 30 years ago, when we, myself and our co-founder Sandamini, Mihikatin Hodabatana, committed to create a better place on earth. And it involves not only the land, houses and all that, it all involves all the values inbuilt in that, the trust, then friendliness, then after sales service, the dependability, everything. So with that we had come to this stage, and we are still growing. And I would say about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, two consultants came from India, and their remark was, it was very touchy. We came to a 30-year-old company, but we see a startup to have that vibrance, that dedication, that activities like a startup. So that is the real DNA of Prime Group.
Now, you know, Sri Lankans have always had a few mindsets that were very hard to break. There was a time when online purchasing was just like, oh, I don't want to put my credit card details. It was one of those. Even when it comes to buying housing, which has been done to a skyscraper level, people were like, oh, there's no privacy, we don't want to do this, what type of, everyone is just going to leave us abandoned and the lifts are not going to work. That is where I think you all really pioneered in the aftercare service, making them feel like it's something that they purchased yesterday. It's fresh, it's new, the service always continues. When you were implementing this, because there have always been schemes which were not up to this kind of standards, initially, when you had to pitch this to people, how was it? And today, because today I don't think you need to say it, everyone knows it.
Yeah, it was difficult in the beginning because we have not done especially when it comes to the grant, that type of ascribed paper, we have not done. So competitors were saying, no, they had not done, they did not have experience and so on. But we stick to our goal, that is to give in the best thing. And when we started, as I mentioned 30 years ago, our main thing was when a person buys a land or a house or an apartment, he is putting all his money, and he sometimes he's indebted to next 15-20 years, so that we would always give a best thing to him. Of course, unknowingly there may be some here and there, some mistakes can be there, those can be rectified. So always we try to give the best and for value for money. Always he gets more than what he pays. Now, for example, any of our apartments or any of our houses, is better than the 3D. 3D visual is better than always the 3D, and it's always much more valuable than the what they had paid, or most of the time it's more than 2 times. Now, for example, Grand, when they buy at 50 million, now they are selling at 150, 120 million. Even at even Rendale, they have bought, I think, less than 30 million, now it is 65 million. Like that, all their apartments, all their houses, the prices are double once it is completed, because we give them the best designs, we give them the best product, best after sale service, and the best neighborhood. Because of that, the value of the properties are going up. So as an investment vehicle, not only the whole home ownership, but this has created another segment where real estate as an investment, so that people will buy as an investment. It is opposed to the other financial investment you see, like fixed deposits. How much you get in fixed deposits now? It's 8% or whatever. After taxes, it's less than 5%. So even the share market is, of course, it gives returns, but you will have to be really knowledge about how it's working and how the particular shares are moving and the entire market. You will have to have a very thorough, sound knowledge of the share market. Otherwise, everybody cannot do it. So when it comes to real estate, it's no brainer. If you really use your common sense and buy it from a correct person, then you will not lose your money. At least you will not lose your capital, at least.
That is amazing. All right, so you have the assurance when it comes to doubling your value. Now, talking about the whole skyline that is changing rapidly in our country, and it's great to see development happening around us. Now, when we do come back, we're going to speak about what's going to be new on the whole Prime Group checklist. When we do come back after the break, do stick around. Welcome back. It's Hi Exclusive, and we are speaking to Mr. Premalal about the ever-changing, ever-growing Prime Group. Now, today's interview also highlights the new ventures that they are moving into, which creates more reasons for us to talk. Tell me a little bit about what's new on your list.
Yeah, for last 30 years, of course, when it comes to apartment and houses, last 10, 12 years, we have handed over 45 completed apartment projects and other beautiful 25 gated community housing projects. The newest, at the moment, we are building over 3,000 apartment and houses. So our newest one is we have launched Jedo at Nigambu, that is by the Hotel Road. We are overlooking the entire Nigambu and the ocean.
Five-star hotel vibes, hotel comforts, J'adore Nigambo. Serviced apartments by Prime Residencies.
So that is over 300 units, and we have come out with a new concept called service apartment or a hotel apartment. It's basically an hotel. So once you buy an apartment, you are like a part of a hotel owner. where you can, again, we can take it back and we can run for you. We do the housekeeping and all the other services, concierge services and all those things for you. And then you can see that how your income is going to be this month, even the next month, what are your bookings and so on by the app. And that is going to be amazing. And in fact, we have sold over 225 units so far within a matter of 2-3 weeks. So it's going to be an amazing project.
Welcome to a place where romance meets luxury, where water whispers stories of timeless beauty, inspired by the legendary city of Venice. Every residence is a masterpiece, crafted for those who desire beauty in every detail. Right here at the heart of Nicambo Lagoon. Welcome to Venezia by Prime Group, the city of floating luxuria.
Then again, Nicambo, we have another very beautiful project which is coming up over I think 8.5 to 9 acres, overlooking the entire the lagoon area, where we are creating completely a different environment. Like Venice, we will be having all the water waves inside, and the lot of water features, and even the gondolas will be running there, and all the cafes, the coffee shops and so on. So it's also going to be a service apartment one, which is very close to just 5 minutes to the Katunayake airport. So with that, that is also going to be an amazing one. Even without any 3Ds or anything, still the people are at the moment is booking the one. Then the next one is going to be in L. We are building a very beautiful, another amazing project of 200 units, which will be coming very soon. And also in Colombo, we have Colombo border, where another 525 apartments, where it's just 10 minutes to Colombo CDB, Colombo, let's say to the port, or even to here to the Borella, it may be not even 15 minutes.
Living on the Colombo border offers the best of both worlds, as Prime Group elegantly reveals its newest marvel, the Colombo border. Following the resounding success of the Colombo Border Tower Brielle and Tower Cosmos, today Tower Amari is open for reservations. For more information, call +94 710 777 333.
It's another side where people have not seen it. It is entirely at the border of Colombo, and the entrance is there, the connectivity is there. From there you can go anywhere, and to the entrance, valued entrance, it's not even 5 minutes, like that. So these are the new developments. Then there's another beautiful project which is going to come, is by the golf club border, where on the Lake Drive Road, facing the entire border in the Royal Golf Club, which is going to be amazing view and amazing with all these luxury, ultra luxury features and all that. That is also going to come into the market, and so those are the new ones. Then of course the housing wise, we have launched another one called C'est la vie, meaning that's life.
Stroll through French charm along a paved path to timeless elegance. Modern 2- and 3-bedroom havens with 7 unique designs. Here, every amenity isn't just functional, it's a lifestyle statement. This lifestyle is for dreamers. C'est la vie, that's life. Premium Residences by Prime Group.
Ultra modern with a very unique designs, villas, with all the amenities, with all the gated community and all the clubhouses and so on. And then some time back we launched YOLO about 2-3 months ago.
YOLO, Sri Lanka's first modern home apartment city in Kiribati, offers a profitable investment opportunity. Visit YOLO today or call Prime Group. YOLO, live young, live bold.
So it is a futuristic project where you have all the new things coming up. So that also out of 480 we sold something like 350 units and so on.
Amazing. The fact that these service apartments will give revenue back to the people who have bought it, it's just a matter of purchasing it and giving it back to you all to run the whole
Correct.
process. So that means it's going to also be not only an investment plan, but also it just pays up if you have taken a banking loan or whatever. It's just going to pay up the loan and finish it off.
Yeah.
In terms of these projects, have you all looked into in terms of are you all looking at an amount of rooms, or is it anyone who purchases any level could be giving it back to you all to run?
Yeah, everybody can give it us, so that we will run on behalf of them. We will advertise, we will do the housekeeping and all those things, and you will be a passive investor. You would see how much you are going to get at the end of the month. Now, for example, let's take one bedroom. One bedroom apartment is like a suite of a hotel, and this will be built as a hotel. It's much better than some of the hotels there even. So that arithmetic is like, let's say $100, 30 days is $3,000. Let's assume that you don't have the 30 days. Let's say assume that 20 days is $2,000 is equivalent to 600,000. You deduct whatever the expenses, another 200,000 or 300,000 even, you will left with 300,000. If you go for a bank loan, even you may not be, you will have to pay something like 150,000 max.
Yeah.
So that there are people now, not here, not very popular in India and all that. There are a lot of people, youngsters, professionals are buying, and then they are creating a portfolio of real estate. Let's say another 10 or 15 years time, let's assume they will have a goal of I will be having 10 units, 10 apartments, 15 apartments, like that. It is not impossible. It's a matter of how you have your target and goals accordingly.
Brilliant. Well, not only that we are getting the nice buildings and the great service, we are also getting a plan on how we can save up and invest again, even not stress about the loan you may have taken, because this is going to pay it off by itself. Time for a break. When we do come back, we're going to speak about these type of payment methods and the type of investments that you can do when we do come back on the other side. Welcome back to the show, our final segment on Hi Exclusive. We're speaking to Mr. Premalal. Now, I want to speak about investment. Now, this is the key word that everyone wants to use. Everyone wants to know how they can, relax, have money in their hands and still live a good life. Now, here is a way that you can do that with something brand new and exciting. I'm going to ask you, now we sort of did give an idea just before we went into the break, owning apartments and earning out of it. Tell me.
Right. Real estate is a great investment, as I mentioned you. But one thing you will have to be sure of real estate is, you, of course, when you see an apartment, you see the design, you see the location, you see the prices, discount, interior, architect, everything. So that you are looking at the development side of it. It is equally important or more important also to look at the developer. Who the developer is, that is where your money is going to be, that is where he is going to deliver it, that is where you get your apartment, quality apartment. Even though you get an apartment with a lesser quality, then value doesn't appreciate. So all that is there on the developer. So please look at the developer as well. Otherwise you would see when you go around in Colombo, a lot of half-built apartments are there. Having said that, myself and Sadhamini, last 30 years, we were in the real estate, so we gave very unique designs, as you would have already seen it, designs and very beautiful apartments, houses and so on. So that side, we are very happy with that. But still, we were not, we were thinking what we can do, how we can increase the affordability of a customer. That answer did not come. So last year, of course, we came out with a plan where 1% plan, where you can only pay 1% till the development is finished. So that has come as a great help for the customers, and then they can leverage and buy apartments. So that came. But when it comes to an apartment or house, or for that matter land even, what is the two main problems that anybody would have faced? One is the down payment. So you need 30-40% down payment. So out of 30 million or 40 million down payment over 10 million, like that. So it's the no-go situation for most of the people. Then it comes to the monthly payment. Even if you pay 40% or 30%, the next 36 months or 40 months, you will have to pay the rest 70%. That is also a huge monthly payment. So it doesn't give the opportunity to, especially the people who is having monthly income but does not have a down payment, and also the people who have a little bit down payment but monthly installment is big high for them. So we wanted to give an apartment or house with a very easy way. So we were thinking, and then we came out with this unique formula called Prime Max. Prime Max is where you are going to have a financial liberty. You can maximize your return. You can maximize your wealth. It's a wealth building formula. It's a game changing formula. So all these years we were turning this empty square feet into a spaces livable. So but no point turning it to a livable spaces if the people are unable to buy. So with this plan you will be able to buy it. So this is the plan. How about if you can buy an apartment by paying 10% only? Let's say 30 million apartment, let's say 40 million apartment, you will have to pay only 4 million. It's reachable, yes, doable, right? Then of not even 1%, 0.5% of the value. Let's say if it is a 40 million apartment, you will have to pay 200,000. Reachable, right? So with that, we came out with this Prime Max, the great formula of ultimate path to home ownership is pay 10% and pay 0.5% until the product is completed, maybe 36 months or 40 months. Most of the apartments we can complete, or the houses. So with that, when we really see it, now over a period, with that most of the people can buy. Not even they can buy, sometimes they may be able to buy 2 even, or they can upgrade it even. Now, for example, if a one bed person, they can upgrade into 2 bed even, like that. Now our idea was to give the opportunity to affordability to the customers, where they can have the home ownership. And then from the day one, you pay 40 million, and by the end of the 36 months, you will be paying something like 15 million, 15.5 million. So your apartment, we are starting building, and 40 million apartment, and it's normally when we complete it, it's double. It's for 80 million. Let's assume that it is not even 80, it's 70. So only 75% increase. That means 70 million. So that means you have a capital gain or appreciation of 30 million. You have only spent 15 million. Forget about not even 70, it might be only going up to 60, so more conservative. Still you have a 20 million, you have invested only 15 million. So still you have a over 150%, because even you are not paying 50 million from the beginning, no, that is also you are paying 200,000 and all that, and from that one. Like that, the byproduct came as this is one of the greatest investment proposition, where you can invest, and then you can, if you don't want, you can resell it, and then you can recover your money. Or else you buy 2 and sell 1, with that the profit you can buy you can have the first one free.
Absolutely free.
Yeah. And if you really plan it like that, even if you are going to get married in, let's say I'm going to get married in 4 years, now only I am investing, and you can plan your life accordingly. Even a person who wants to retire, I'm going to retire there, and then even at the moment, in the morning also, some retirees spoke one of the houses in Aturugiriya. very known figure. So he says, I am going to retire there. Can you give these houses within 2.5 years and all that? Very known personality. So you can come, even the parents can decide, plan your daughter or a son's apartment requirement, housing requirement, like that. And the persons who wants to have, like I said, have multiple units, not within 3 years, but he can plan next 10 years, 15 years, I am going to have 10 units, so 15 units. And real estate is one of the greatest leveraging asset, because you are not investing that 4 million. You are actually investing 40 million by paying 4 million. So it multiplies with the 40 million, not 4 million. So as a result, you have a greater returns with that. And suppose let's assume that you invested in a fixed deposit, so you will be earning less than 3 million or like that, and even after the taxes it may be less than 2 million even for you, that your 15 million investment. So it's going to be a game changer, and you will be it's a wealth builder, it's a wealth amplifier, value creator, wealth creator. So this is going to be the our new product. Now, for example, that Jado one, that Nigambu one, what we were talking, it's 25 million. So you will have to pay only 2.5 million and acquire that, and you will have to pay 125,000 once you get it. And then you go after that, if you go into a loan, even you will be paying close to that, but your rental will be that at least that 300,000. Like that you can plan it.
So all these projects that we spoke about at the initial start of this interview is up for you to invest in, and at the same time invest in the right way. You can always speak to someone from Prime Group where they will guide you through the process. If this was not clear enough, the captain himself said it, they will guide you through the process. Make those investments today, because I'm telling you, in 4 to 5 years you are going to be owning multiple assets, which is going to just give you back so much in return. Thank you so very much for giving us such an inside scoop to this very innovative plan. As always, we will follow up with more interesting things like this, and at the same time, if you have any doubts, you could always reach out to them, speak to them, and come to know more details about your next purchase. Until we see you again, you keep smiling. It's a wrap.